The morning of October 31st, 1984, started as any other for Indira Gandhi, the then Prime Minister of India, but within hours it would end in a shocking tragedy. As the sun rose over Delhi, the capital buzzed with life and energy, oblivious to the impending disaster. Gandhi, known for her unwavering determination and political acumen, began her day as usual. Amidst her bustling routine, two figures were constant: her trusted bodyguards, Beint Singh and Satwant Singh. These men, who were part of her innermost circle, were responsible for her safety. They were meant to be the shield against any harm. Little did anyone know that they would become the instruments of her demise. As they stood by her side, guarding her, the clock ticked away, each second bringing an end closer. Routine tasks carried on, meetings were conducted, and decisions were made. As the morning drew on, no one could predict the horrifying events that were about to unfold. It was around 9:20 a.m. when Indira Gandhi, on her way to an interview, was stopped in her tracks by a deadly hail of bullets. Indira Gandhi, the first female Prime Minister of India, had just left her residence in New Delhi and was walking through the garden towards a neighboring bungalow for a television interview. As she approached a wicket gate that separated her home from the path leading to the interview location, two of her bodyguards, Beint Singh and Satwant Singh, were waiting. In an act of shocking betrayal, Beint Singh pulled out his .38 revolver and fired 3 shots at point-blank range, hitting her in the abdomen and chest. As she collapsed, Satwant Singh, armed with a semi-automatic rifle, fired a flurry of 30 rounds. The garden, usually a place of tranquility, was suddenly a scene of chaos and terror. The Prime Minister's personal attendant, who witnessed the horrifying event, immediately raised the alarm. In the immediate aftermath, pandemonium reigned. Confusion and panic spread like wildfire among the staff and security personnel. Beint Singh, after committing the unthinkable act, calmly dropped his weapon and surrendered. However, Satwant Singh attempted to reload his rifle, seemingly intent on causing further carnage. He was thwarted by the arrival of other security personnel, who shot him and took him into custody. Meanwhile, Indira Gandhi lay bleeding on the ground. She was rushed to the All India Institute of Medical Sciences, but despite the best efforts of doctors, her life could not be saved. The bullets had done their fatal damage. The news of the assassination sent shockwaves through India and the world. The woman who had been at the helm of Indian politics for over a decade, who had led the country through war and peace, triumphs and crises, was no more. In a matter of seconds, the life of one of India's most influential leaders was brutally cut short. The assassination of Indira Gandhi was not just a tragic loss for India, but a pivotal moment in the country's history, setting off a chain of events that would have far-reaching consequences. The shocking news of Gandhi's death stunned the nation, but the question on everyone's mind was, why was she killed? To understand this, we have to rewind to an event known as Operation Blue Star. In June of 1984, Indira Gandhi ordered the Indian Army to storm the Golden Temple in Amritsar, a sacred Sikh shrine, to flush out separatists hiding there. This action, seen by many Sikhs as a desecration of their holiest site, stoked anger and resentment within the community. Two of Gandhi's own bodyguards, both Sikhs, would later become the instruments of her demise. They believed that Gandhi's actions were not just an attack on the separatists, but on the Sikh community as a whole. The tragic assassination of Indira Gandhi thus was not an isolated incident, but a violent response to perceived injustices, a tragic result of escalating tensions. In the wake of Gandhi's death, India was plunged into chaos and uncertainty. The nation was gripped by grief and anger, emotions that soon spiraled into a violent backlash against the Sikh community. This period of civil unrest, known as the anti-Sikh riots, lasted several days and resulted in the loss of countless innocent lives. In the midst of this turmoil, Indira Gandhi's son, Rajiv Gandhi, was swiftly sworn in as Prime Minister, carrying the weight of a nation in mourning on his young shoulders. He was tasked with restoring peace and stability in a country torn apart by communal violence. Meanwhile, the wheels of justice were turning. Satwant Singh, one of the assassins, was placed on trial. He was found guilty and sentenced to death, his execution serving as a grim conclusion to this tragic chapter. The assassination of Indira Gandhi marked a dark chapter in India's history, a reminder of the destructive power of anger and revenge.